Hello all, my name is Sheikh Ahmed Basha and my caption project 1 is exploratory data analysis on Play Store app reviews. The problem statement of our project is the Play Store app's data has enormous potential to drive app making business to success. Actionable insights can be drawn for developers to work on and capture the Android market. So we have two data sets here. One is the Play Store app data and second one is user reviews data. So here our main objective behind the project is to explore and analyze these data sets to discover some new key factors responsible for app engagement and app success. And the workflow of our project is in three steps. The first one is data understanding, and the second one is data cleaning and data manipulation, and third one is exploratory data analysis. The first one, data understanding. So we have two data sets. So we have to understand the features of the two data sets. So after collecting the data, it's very important to understand the data. So the Play Store app data has 10,841 rows with 13 columns, and the user reviews data set has 37,427 rows with 5 columns. And when it comes to understanding the features of the Play Store app data set, the app means name of the app, and the category of the app, and the rating given for a particular app, and the reviews, total number of reviews for the app, and the size of the app like 20 MB, 30 MB, and installs, how many installs have done for the particular app, and the type of the app, it is a free or paid, like this, and the price of the app for particular price apps, and content rating, it is a age appropriate or not, and journals, the journal of the app, last update, the data of latest update, and the current version means a current version of the app, and Android version means Android version. So this is the features of the Play Store app datasets. And when it comes for user reviews dataset, we have 5 features. One is app, the name of the app, and translated review, nothing but a context of the review, and the sentiment. Sentiment means it is positive or negative or a neutral. And the sentiment polarity is nothing but the polarity of a sentiment is measures how negative or positive the context is, and it ranges from -1, that is negative, to +1, that is positive. And the sentiment subjectivity is the subjectivity of the sentiment. And after understanding the data, we have to clean the data. So for the clean the data means we have to check for duplicated values and null values. So after two data sets have duplicated values, so we have to remove them. I removed them. And next is we have to check for null values. So in the Play Store app dataset, we have 5 features with null values, and there are 483 duplicated values. The user review dataset has 4 features with null values, and the user review dataset has 7,735 duplicated values, and we have to remove them. And next one is data manipulation. In the data manipulation, we have to change the values of the features. For the exploratory data analysis, if you see the reviews feature values have object data type, so we have to convert them into integer. And likewise, we have installs and price features also. And I also created a new feature of which is named year, which is extracted from the latest update date. And I also created a new column called score for reviews dataset, which calculates the score based upon the sentiment analysis. For example, there is a app, and for that particular app, there are 10 reviews. And for 10 reviews, there are sentiment analysis, is positive or negative. So I have calculated the score based upon if it is a positive, it will add +1. If it is negative, it adds -1. If it is neutral, it adds 0. So based upon this calculation, I have calculated the score of a particular app. And I also created a new column, revenue, for Play Store app data, and which is a multiplication of the price and the number of installs. And after cleaning and manipulating the data, we can deep dive into the exploratory data analysis. So I started with the correlation heat map. Let's check we have to check the multicollinearity that is existed in our data. So as you can see here, the correlation heat map, there is no multicollinearity exists in our data. And the next one is year analysis. So I analysis based on the year. If you see, most of the apps are updated in 2018, followed by 2017, and the least are 2010. And year analysis based on ratings and installs. If you see, we can observe that the 2018 apps have more number of installs and also more number of ratings also. And category analysis means in our data, in our Play Store app data, we have total of 33 categories, and among them most of the apps are from family category, and next one is game category, and the least is beauty category. And category analysis based on ratings, like which category has more ratings and which category has less ratings. And based upon this analysis, we can observe that the events and education and arts and design and books and references and personalization, these five are the top five, and which has more ratings. And the least is, you can see the dating has least ratings, low ratings. And category analysis based on installs, it means how which category has the most number of installs. So if you see, the communication category has high number of installs, and the very least is medical. And category analysis based on the reviews means which category has more reviews. Like if you see from this chart, we can observe that game category has more reviews, and the least one is events. And type of apps, we have two type of apps, like free app and paid app. So from this, most of the from this charts, we can observe that most of the apps are free apps, and very few, that is 7.37% of the apps are paid apps. And type of apps are based on installs. Installs means which type of app have high installs. As you know, as you can see in the graph, in the charts, free apps have high installs, like 99.41%, and very few apps, like 0.59%, have paid apps have installs. And type of content rating analysis, like content ratings, we have here five types of content rating. Like everyone can be use the app, like and teen and mature 17 plus, and everyone 10 plus, and adults only 18 plus, and unrated. So among them, everyone content rating apps are more than others, that is 80.92% apps are for everyone. And rating analysis, like in this plot, we can see the distribution of the rating. So here we can observe that the distribution plot is negatively squared, and most of the ratings are in the range of 4 to 5. And the price analysis, like in this distribution plot, we can see the how the price is distributed. Like from this chart, we can observe that most prices are in the range of 0 to 50 USD, and very few are in the range of 50 to 450. And here is a relation between the reviews and prices, and ratings versus prices. From the above scattered plots, we can observe that most of the apps have prices less than 50 USD, and a very few apps have higher prices. And average prices of categories. If you see from this visualization, we can observe that finance, lifestyle, and events have highest average prices. Okay, and the list is uh, Bernice and demo. And revenue analysis of paid apps, because we calculated the revenue based upon the multiplication of the prices and the installs. So after calculating we can see the relationship between the reviews and revenue, and also plot the distribution of the revenue. From these charts, we can observe that very few paid apps have highest revenue, and most of the paid apps have some decent amount of revenue. And average revenue of categories. And from this bar chart, we can see that lifestyle category has highest average revenue, and followed by finance, and followed by family. And in this plot, we can observe the top 10 highest revenue generated apps. So if you see, Minicraft has the highest revenue generated app. And these are the top 10 apps. And genre analysis. So in our data, there are total of 115 genres exist in our data. So we cannot plot all 115 genres, or we cannot visualize those 115 genres. So I've taken only 10 top 10 genres, and I visualize them. So this bar chart displays the top 10 genres with most number of apps. And there are tools, entertainment, education, business, medical, productivity, personalization, lifestyle, communication, and sports. And journal analysis based on the ratings. So from the above visualization, we can see that the journals with the highest ratings. And there are board, pretend play, and comics, creativity, and etc. And journal analysis are based on the installs, and like how and which journal has the most number of installs, like this. And we can see the top 10 journals with the more installs, and the top 10 journals with the high installs are adventure, action, and adventure, communication, social, etc., etc. And the sentiment of review analysis. When it comes to analysis of the reviews, user reviews data set, there is a feature sentiment. In this feature, we have three types of categories, that is positive, negative, and neutral. And the most of the reviews are positive, like 64.04%, and 21.29% reviews are negative, and only 14.67% reviews are neutral. And top 10 popular apps. And top 10 popular apps is calculated based on the score. Okay. If it is positive, the sentiment analysis, the sentiment of the particular review is positive, the score is +1. And this if the sentiment analysis of the review is negative, it will add -1. And it is no if it is neutral, it adds 0. Based upon calculating this, I calculated the score. And these are the apps, for these are the apps, top 10 apps with the highest scores, that means highest positive reviews. And the color notepad notes have highest positive reviews. And final conclusions from these exploratory data analysis are, and most apps are from family category, followed by game category, and the least is beauty category. And the top 5 categories with high ratings are events, education, art and design, books and references, personalization. And communication category has highest installs, and the least is medical. And the top 5 categories with high installs are communication, social, video players, productivity, photography. And the top 5 categories with the highest reviews are game, communication, and social, family, tools. Most of the apps, like 66.97%, are updated in 2018, and the 2018 updated apps have higher ratings, followed by 2010, and the least is 2012. And 2018 updated apps have higher installs, and they also have higher reviews. And most of the apps are free, like 92.63%, and only 7.37% of the apps are paid apps. And the free apps have high installs than paid apps. And the most number of ratings are in the range of 4 to 5, and the most prices of paid apps are in range of 0 to 50 USD, and a very few are in range of 50 to 450 USD. And a very few paid apps have highest revenue, and most of the paid apps have some decent amount of revenue. And lifestyle category has highest average revenue, and finance and lifestyle category has the highest average prices, and the least is social. The top 5 revenue apps, the top 5 revenue generated apps are Minecraft, Amrich Premium, Hitman Sniper, and the Grand Theft Auto San Andreas. And there are total of 115 journals exist in our data. And the top 10 journals with the most number of apps are tools, entertainment, education, business, medical, productivity, personalization, lifestyle, communication, and sports. And here we can see the the journals with the highest rating are comics, creativity, and board, pretend play. And the journals with high number of installs are adventures, action and adventure, and communication journal. And the Facebook app has higher reviews, and most of the reviews are positive. And the most popular app that is the most positive reviews is Color Note Notepad, and these are the top 10. The top 10 popular apps are Color Note Notepad and Calorie Counter, MyNet Diary, Family Locator, GPS Tracker, Calendar, etc. Thank you.